White girl ain't never jumped in my arms. So I knew right then and there, it was either the credit bureau, child support, or probation officer had something to do with it. I was trying to save her, but they wasn't about to say that I did it. I seen some pink backpacks. I seen some of them little phones with the sparklers. It was graham crackers all over the ground. I said, there's some white kids in here. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from picking my baby mama.
Thank you. There's a 13-year-old boy in Ohio who could possibly be the worst the worst child there's ever been. He's already been charged with more than 100 crimes. And, well, Headline News has all the details on the little thug who could.
13-year-old Andrew Riley is facing 128 felony charges. Nelsonville, Ohio police have charged the 7th grader with burglary, theft, vandalism, and witness intimidation. Riley allegedly beat up a classmate on a school bus when the student threatened to testify against him.
Maybe he's trying to set a Guinness Book of World Record for most crime. You can't penalize kids for their dreams, but this is his mom. She gave an interview, and maybe not surprisingly, she did her best to defend her precious little angel.
In a 4-minute YouTube video, Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight are speaking publicly for the first time to say simply, thanks.
I want to thank everyone who has helped me and my family through this entire ordeal. Everyone who has been there to support us, it's been a blessing to have such an outpouring of love and kindness.
I would say thank you for the support.
Thank you everyone for your love, support, and donations, which helped me build a brand new life.
More than $1 million has been donated to the Courage Fund to help the women heal after a decade of alleged abuse in captivity by Ariel Castro. Castro is charged with beating, raping, and starving them, even forcing the miscarriage of a baby he fathered. Yet in the video made last week, the women seem upbeat, not bitter.
I'm getting stronger each day, and I'm having my privacy has helped immensely. I ask that everyone continues to respect our privacy and give us time to have a normal life.
Be positive. Learn that it's important to give than to receive. Thank you for all your prayers.
Michelle Knight, held the longest, appeared to suffer the worst abuse. Here she hints at the pain of the ordeal and what she learned from it.
I will not let the situation define who I am. I will define the situation. I don't want to be consumed by hatred. With that being said, we need to take a leap of faith and know that God is in control.
They were once known only as silent victims. Now Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight want the world to know they have a voice and have reclaimed their lives.
And wow. We are back.
They really went through hell, I guess.
They certainly did.
I could see why the other one was more abused. I mean, this guy was so rancid, ugly a person. He probably beat her up because she wasn't the best looking one. She looked a little bit less strong in character. If you notice those three, the very pretty one probably didn't touch.
Yeah.
And the other one was kind of a rambunctious one. She's the one with the eye piercing and all that.
Yeah.
And he probably treated her with the most respect, while he treated the pretty one with a lot of calm and, you know, and then this one, the last one, he probably beat the hell out of her.
That's true.
Pretty bad. What a scumbag. Yeah, he should be more than castrated, believe me. And, you know, he took 10 years away from their life. And I guess castration would be a good way. And still throw him in jail for 30 years. Take 3 times the amount. Punish. And castrate.
That's
His
true.
name is Castro, so he's not far from away from Mr. Castrate.
He's
change his name to Castrate.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be a good test.
Be pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell he must have really abused the one, because it seemed like she had like brain damage or something, like she went through.
Honestly, I hate to go there, but it was because she was not the prettiest one. I mean, he abused her because she was, you know, whatever. And the pretty one, if you notice, her face is gorgeous, and he didn't touch her for one thing.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, obviously he raped him, but
Well, yeah.
You know, and then the other one was a kind of strong character, Amanda Perry. Well, yeah, Amanda Perry, right?
Yeah, that's.
Or Barry. Amanda Barry or Perry.
I think that, yeah, Barry.
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very good at avoiding his beatings. I think they all got it, but I think the last one, the one that suffered the most, the oldest one, was the one that got the brunt of the beatings. And it's even like that in families, you know, where you have one child is always beaten more than the others.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
Am I right?
true. That's very, very true.
Well, I hope that they live out the rest of their lives in peace. And those three girls, definitely in my eyes, they are women of great character, and they're in some way they're heroes. You know, they prove that despite how horrible a situation, they survived.
Yes, and
no excuse for anybody else bitching and moaning how they live.
Yeah. That's
why they do what they do because of the way that they were raised or the way that they were lived, whatever. No excuse. What else is in the news, Derek? What do we got?
Well,
we got more shit.
Well,
I did. By the way, let's just follow up with that story. For the first time since their rescue 2 months ago, the world is hearing directly from the three women who were held captive in Cleveland for a decade. Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight released a video on YouTube. So check out YouTube if you want to hear the full context of what they have to say, offering their thanks to all those who have supported them since they were freed from captivity.
Yes.
And they say, I want to thank everybody. Michelle Knight was abducted at age 21. She's the oldest one. DeJesus, the pretty one, was 14. And Barry was 16. So they were all different various ages. Again, you know, they deserve applause.
Yes, no doubt about it.
For being women of great character. I hope that now they'll be able to live a better life.
That's very true. Yeah, they deserve it. They definitely deserve it.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. We have it. We have it coming.
Yes, they do.
We have a very slow audience, folks.
Very slow computer.
Very slow to clap for anything.
I do have some good news. Speaking of good news, something good, especially those who are, I guess, who like, you know, beer, cervezas, you know.
Cerveza.
Yes, Macon Beer Company is going to start brewing. The local beer company is downtown. Macon recently received a state license to brew beer.
Yeah.
Process that took 6.5 months. As this is just an update we talked about yesterday. The company started to receive its appliances this week and expected more to come in next week. It says it takes the owners 2 years to get here, but it was worth to see their dream come true, become a reality. And Jerry Minoz, the co-owner of the Macon Beer Company, says it was just a whirlwind of just things coming in and out. And they will start brewing this week, Monday. Actually, they start brewing Monday.
There we go.
So that's going to be...
They are on our Best of the Morning Roast videos.
Yes.
Over at Derek Barrett Films, if you guys want to see it. Part 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 parts to that interview.
Right.
One of the best interviews we had, actually. We learned the process of brewing, and then we taught Anthony, of course, was on our show, Tower London, a.k.a. Tower London. He was on at that time asking great questions. It was one of our greatest shows. I mean, I believe that we had, along with
Mayor,
Jack Ellis was pretty good. I love when
highs,
Anthony was going after him with questions about money and whether to go, and the other one was I don't know, Sister Grimes.
Yeah,
I thought that was a great interview.
I think those were our 3 biggest highest rated shows right there.
Yeah.
The Nun, of
course, The Nun wasn't even recorded, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it didn't.
We did have some pictures.
We have pictures, but you know, I believe Ed just got on board and he didn't record it, or it was
Gary. Gary Ames.
Yeah, Gary Ames. Gary Ames didn't record that show. That was a great show. With Sister Grimes from Daybreak. Anyway, so we're at 10:13 and we never took a break. Let's continue on till...
I did have some real stories. we did have a crazy wing dang doodle of a story. You probably might have heard it recently. If not, this is some crazy stuff that this just really tripped me out. Said that ex-VJ from MTV, Kennedy, said that NBA legend Michael Jordan actually almost tried to take her virginity.
Like he hasn't done that multiple times. Come on,
from
give
other
me a
women.
break.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, these guys, all these basketball players. Believe me, I know.
This is Kennedy. We're talking about Kennedy.
I don't give a shit that he was married. These guys off the court, God only knows.
This is from a book. She wrote this in her book, right? NBA legend Michael Jordan tried to entrance into Kennedy's vagina during a steamy dice game back in 1995. Supposedly, so says the former MTV star who claimed she was a virgin at the time. Kennedy, who was a huge MTV VJ back in the 90s, details the encounter in her book, The Kennedy Chronicles, explaining how she was having dinner with MJ and Russell Simmons at the Bowery Bar in New York City when Michael broke out some dice.
Yeah.
Before long, Kennedy says Jordan decided it was time to play with some and said, if I win, you can come back to my hotel room with me tonight. And Kennedy says she freaked out because she was a virgin. And imagine MJ's giant penis would eviscerate me from the inside out, quote unquote, her words in the book. So she asked,
what'd she say?
Said her MJ's big member would eviscerate me from the inside out. Well, split her in half, pretty much.
Jesus.
So she asked.
She went there. She was a virgin. All right.
Yeah, she asked. So she asked if they could play for Knicks tickets instead. And that's when Jordan allegedly reminded Kennedy that he had a wife and offered her Nets tickets as a consolation. So when she won, so she got some Nets tickets, and that's when Jordan reminded Kennedy he had a wife and offered her Knicks tickets as a consolation. He said, "Sure, he'll fillet my vag like a sea bass if he won the dice at the men's room floor." Kennedy writes, "But as soon as I want basketball tickets, he's a promise keeper. Whatevs." Kennedy said she won a dice game anyway, so her vag was never any real danger. TMZ reached out for MJ for comment. So far, no word back. But
meanwhile, she's showing up on some picture there all naked. What the hell's that all about?
Yeah, I know. Go figure. I'll get the clip. I'll just go ahead and put the copy and paste the link.
Yeah, take a look at this. Ridiculous. These women, they love to make money off of bullshit.
Yeah, and the thing was about Kennedy, she wasn't, if anyone remember, she wasn't really that cute.
I don't even know who she is.
She was a VJ on MTV back during the late 80s and early 90s.
Wow.
I mean,
the only Kennedy I know was the one that was shot in the head.
Yeah. She wasn't that Kennedy. But, I mean, ATT Kennedy from MTV was a brainless tart. Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. She was never that cute. She was the ugliest VJ in MTV history. Everybody knows that. Yeah, even dudes. That's why she was a virgin. She wasn't that cute, good looking, and plus, not to mention, she didn't have the nicest personality in the world anyway. She was freaking rude as hell.
Then let me just say.
I know even an ugly chick can give it up. But if she was thirsty and desperate enough, and she found a dude that was just as thirsty and desperate as she was, but come on, that's got to be really bad when a woman's a female and a dude is like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah, not only that, I think this is all like her hyping herself. Like, there was an old Twilight Zone that there was this old man, he used to embellish shit, make up shit all the time.
Actually, ATT...
You never know. I mean, she's just making this crap up.
Yeah, ATT, actually, DS is right. Yeah, she was a Republican. Cause that was another reason why not that many people liked her on MTV. She was a virgin, and she was a Republican.
Whatever.
Now that they're mutually exclusive, but we know some of the biggest freaks can be Republicans.
She's got a beak nose, and if you look at her body in that magazine cover, it looks like she's made of stone. I mean, literally, she's all gray.
And popsicle sticks.
Ugly as hell.
Yeah,
Why would Michael Jordan be interested in that?
I guess because she said she was a
give
virgin.
Me a break.
But,
Yeah, she's a virgin.
Yeah, but aside from that...
They all say that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they masturbate.
Still,
I'm sure by that age she must have.
Roz, I have to disagree. I'm a straight guy. Michael Jordan know that now. If you would have said, Flavor Flav was ugly, I would agree. But come on, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, maybe he's ugly now because
he's ugly now because he's in his 50s.
Yeah, but in his heyday,
20 years ago, come on now,
he was a better looking guy.
Yeah, way better looking.
Yeah, Flavor Flav is ugly. Now that guy looks like tarmac.
Now how did that guy was able to father 7, 8 kids? I'll never know. I mean, maybe those women had either been drunk, high, or lost a bet.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Hello.
I love this picture.
Yes.
The ugliest face in the world, he has to be mine. There we go.
We love you, Irv.
Yes.
You know, I like that bathing suit, by the way.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
I
would wear it. Anyway,
speaking of,
in one day I would have worn it.
I have some
in my heyday. Go ahead.
I have some brief sports news.
Please bring it on.
Yeah, Atlanta in a marathon of a baseball game went through extra innings, 14 innings. They were tied.
Damn, I heard they were playing yesterday. Right?
Yeah, against the Miami Marlins. They were tied up 1-1, and then somehow the dams broke loose sometime in the top of the 14th inning.
And who won?
6 runs. Atlanta beat Miami 7-1 in the 14th inning.
That's to show you.
Yes, it was an incredible.
How are the Braves doing this year? But I know it's early in the
season.
Are they doing all right?
Yeah, they're doing great.
They're going to be contenders.
They're the number 1 in the division in NL East.
It's nice to know.
Actually, and another marathon of a baseball game, the Mets outlasted the San Francisco Giants 14-3 in 16 innings.
Wow! This is great because I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah,
but I'm also a Braves fan.
Yeah.
The Braves kind of take over for the so-called Yankees that I can't stand. Why, whenever they call me a Yankee, I'm like, I'm not a Yankee, I'm a Met.
A Met? So as in the New York Yankees, now they think you
can't stand the Yankees. All right, go ahead.
Also, in other news, related news, New York Giants star receiver Victor Cruz has signed a 5-year contract extension that runs through the 2018 season. He was a restricted free agent with 3 years in the NFL. Last month, he signed a 1-year, $2.879 million tender with the Giants, but a long-term deal was already in the works. He received some other teams, but he didn't get any. But the new deal is worth $43 million.
Wow.
To stay with the Giants. So they want to make sure.
$43 million. Give me $1 million and I'll be happy as a pig and
shit. Give me 10% of what he has.
What would that be? 40,000.
4.3 million. I'd be man.
Right.
I would definitely yeah. Certainly. Yes. I would, because I guarantee you, I definitely would trade in that Buick Skylark in a heartbeat.
What would you do with money if you had it? I know I'd be giving a lot away to friends.
Well,
I would be partying and taking them out.
Well, I wouldn't want to party. That's how a lot of people end up broke. Like
I mean,
yeah,
even barbecue parties. I ain't cheap food. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
go out and spend $100 and give some pissy ass waitress who does a good job only because she knows I'm gonna tip her. But meanwhile, the rest of the day she's a freaking lazy bum.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in paying. I hate tipping people. Yeah. I swear to God.
I would definitely fix up my house.
I never got tipped. Any job I had, never.
What sucks though is they really don't make any money. They make their money by tip.
Well, get another job.
If you could get hired.
Yeah.
See.
Well, then you have nobody to serve you food. We can go to a restaurant. You know, like a buffet.
Yeah. Thank you too much. I'm your buddy. Yes, you're my buddy too.
Good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, other sports-related news: a former NFL player suing the Washington Redskins and former assistant coach Greg Williams, where saying a career-ending knee injury was the result of a bounty program where Redskins coaches encourage players to intentionally injure opponents. Barrett Green, a linebacker who played for the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants between 2000 and 2005, says a career-ending knee injury occurred during a game December 5th back in 2004. Was a result of a bounty program and unusual, outrageous, and obvious cheap shot. Said after the Redskins suspending 1 season in Jacksonville, Williams became defensive coordinator for the New Orleans Saints back in 2009 and was considered the mastermind behind the bounty scandal that led to the unprecedented sanction from the NFL. He was suspended for 1 year in the league and now a senior defensive assistant with the Tennessee Titans. So basically,
Tennessee Titans.
yes, it's
Sounds like a bunch of gay players running around.
well, Titans, not Titans.
Oh, Titans.
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah,
Titans. Yeah, they're
I
Titans.
think looking at that bathing suit got Irv kind of excited.
And speaking of which, it's going to be 1 month from now. A month from now, NFL will be starting a little bit, at least the preseason. The Atlanta Falcons are going to kick off their preseason a month from now when they play against the Cincinnati Bengals. So they're going to have a preseason game. NFL preseason will start next month. The Falcons said they're going to be playing against Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, the preseason game doesn't really count.
It's a month from now.
Yeah.
So if you remember what the first game is going to be.
Yeah.
To me, I don't give a shit. Not interested.
Yeah. And that's pretty
Only
much
Super Bowl.
That's pretty much all the sports.
All right. Well, wow, that was quick. Well, not much happening in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. That's a call for break. We're going to take a quick break, I figure. And we're going to be back right away. I mean,
yeah.
You're going to show one video.
Yeah, I got to leave right now.
Yeah, he's going to leave now. Say goodbye to Derek.
Are you going to cover the rest of the whole next half hour on your own?
What are we doing here?
Why don't we
What
just
about tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow, Derek?
Well, tomorrow, I guess we want to talk about the year's first case of the West Nile virus in Georgia has been confirmed.
Yeah, I played the video.
Oh, you already played it?
Me, if you were paying attention.
Oh, well, you must have played it and mixed with
Remember they
others.
were talking about beer? How they're attracted to beer?
Okay.
That was,
But I didn't know that had anything to do with the West Nile virus.
Yeah, I thought it was more about attracting beer. I thought it was a beer thing.
yeah, they were talking about West Nile virus. How to keep yourself from getting bit.
Oh, okay.
So we can't
And
have
don't
beer.
get pregnant either.
Or don't have a beer, and you're gonna get.
Well, they smell it, and I guess the
Oh, no wonder I was getting all bitten like a bitch. All right. So anyway, but tomorrow, Derek, are you gonna be here? Or what?
It'll be kind of iffy because it's going to be a long drive. It's a 5-hour drive from here to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
All right. So what time are you leaving to North Carolina?
I'm going to be leaving
that is
a little
far.
bit. Yeah, around about 10:30
in the morning.
Yeah, 10:30 in the morning, and
tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Well, I should be finished. Well, the thing is that later today at around 5, but it's about 5:30. It's going to be a long drive anyway. Hopefully, if I'm done, I should be able to leave from North Carolina around hopefully around 8.
Okay.
8 p.m.
So hopefully you'll show. If not, hey, we're gonna have to. We'll abbreviate the show tomorrow, but we will have a show.
Okay.
One-man show.
Oh, right.
But I'm hoping that you're gonna be here.
I also. Too.
I'm hoping you get the hell out of that town right away.
Yes, and I hope I get the job too.
Yes,
so
and I hope you get the job. But you're gonna be traveling up there all the time. You're gonna have to move, no?
I hope not. I hope not because I love where I stay. I mean, it's a nice place, a beautiful place. I mean, I finally have my own house. I mean, it's not an apartment, but an actual house. It's like they have a house, and I've been trying to build it, better than what my aunt had. When she was left widowed and had to end up going into assisted living, because she couldn't live by herself, especially alone anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to fix it up and try to replace the appliances that were stolen there. Like trying to get a brand new stove and washer and dryer.
Yeah, well, I know what that's like. By the way, Tower London says visit the strip while you're there. That way, if it's a bust, you can still have memory.
Oh yes. Maybe if I'm lucky, since I'm going to North Carolina, maybe I'll run into the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah.
Style and profiling. You gotta walk that out. To carry that 10 pounds of gold.
He's going up for an audition, but
Yes.
if he has to move there, if they get a job, I guess that's going to be an option.
Yeah, may have to start Skyping or something, maybe.
Who knows? Anyway, thanks, Derek.
Okay,
Great
thank
show
you very
today.
much.
We're going to take a 2-minute break,
Can you handle the next half hour?
and then we're going to, why not? You want to do that, or you want to close out?
Whatever. Abbreviate today.
What?
You got your thing this afternoon too.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I also want to say good luck on your
Thank you,
press
brother.
conference.
Thank you. Yes, we're gonna have a press conference today, Anthony. You're gonna be there, I hope. I know. And anybody else, DS, if you could be there. Ellen Macon is gone again. Was he ever here? Yeah. Anybody that's in town, please go to the big county.
No, Rocco said it's a pilot for the remake of Gilligan's Island. No, it's for the Mod Squad. You've been playing Lincoln Hayes.
Yeah, he's working. Sorry. Okay, I'll be down there on 12:45. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I have David Kushner coming to pick me up. I'm gonna give him a call now.
Thank you, Yurek. Thank you, Yurek.
And Yurek, thank you. Hopefully you could be there, Yurek. I'm gonna be at the Bibb County Courthouse having a press conference regarding this Parvo issue and calling on this woman to be fired. It's gonna be fun. Okay. And there's gonna be other speakers there as well. They're gonna speak on behalf of what they feel is an injustice done to animals in this community. Yeah.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, E Plastic. You're right, Tyrone, and you know, I'm with you, man. And y'all take care. I'll hopefully be able to see you tomorrow or maybe Thursday.
All righty. Thanks, Derek. And we'll be back. We're going on break. We'll be back after this message, important message from what, Crest? No, something. And we'll close out.
If there's anyone out there that has never said something that they wish they could take so hard in my head that it kills me, please. So hard in my head that it kills me, please. So hard in my head that it kills me, please. So hard in my head that it kills me, please.
New tonight, an elderly World War II vet is in the hospital with a broken neck, and witnesses are blaming it on a fight with an Orlando police officer.
That fight happened late last night in the 1800 block of North Orange Avenue. Fox 35 spoke to witnesses who saw it all happen.
Next thing I know, he put both hands on the cop's shoulder, not in an aggressive manner. The cop picked him up, flipped him in the air, and dropped him on his head.
Melissa DePani is live in Orlando with more. Melissa, this was all over the man's car being towed, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. This veteran is 84-year-old Daniel Daly. He was parked here in this parking lot on North Orange Avenue, just across the street from the Caboose Bar, which is where he was hanging out, and he saw his car being towed. He came outside and tried to stop it, and that is when things got tense. Now, Orlando police say that Daly was intoxicated and kept touching the officer. Then they say that Daly tried to punch the officer. Witnesses tell us that witnesses told Daly's son that the 84-year-old only put his hands on the officer's shoulder. Now, police say that the officer was defending himself and brought that 84-year-old to the ground. Seeing that he was injured, an ambulance was called to rush Daly to the hospital. Daly's son says that his father's injuries are substantial.
He's in the neurocritical care unit at Fuller Hospital, and that his C1 vertebrae has been dislocated, I believe is the term they used. I was also told that 9 out of 10 people that have this injury do not walk away from the impact.
Now, Orlando police say that Daly is being charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, which is a felony. Greg Daly says that his dad will undergo surgery tomorrow for his injuries that he sustained in this incident. Live in Orlando, Melissa DePani, Fox 35 News at 10.
Llegan los primeros reactores F-86 Sabre, North American ya de caza bombardeo. Hostia.
fully automated plane, flown by a computer. Grond klapte.
The pilot of the four-person aircraft struggles to maintain altitude. 50 yards from the shore.
Facilidad con la que realiza maniobras acrobáticas. Era la estrella de este festival que se celebra cada año en un aeródromo a las afueras de París. En un momento dado del espectáculo, los pilotos perdieron el control del aparato por razones que aún se desconocen y ocurrió lo que ustedes ven. Imágenes espectaculares, pero sin víctimas. Los pilotos saltaron a tiempo y
Ready? You're back. And we're back. Wow, plane crash, just like I felt this morning. And oh, by the way, here's my toilet bowl. Want to introduce you? There you go. That's my toilet bowl, Herbie. And anyway, let me just say this, folks, for those that are still around. We got a lot of issues in this city. And each and every one that comes to my attention, I believe that, and I don't want to sound religious here, but the fact of the matter is that it is kind of like a calling. All of us have a reason to be here. You know, those that left should be hearing this. But all of us have a reason to be here, and all of us have a dog in the game, so to speak. And so with that said, we're going to go to our daily bread. And the daily bread for today, on July 9th, 2013, is space music. Space music, folks. It's all about space. Written by Dennis Fisher. One of NASA's observatories have discovered a giant black hole at Holmes, located in the Perseus cluster of galaxies about 250 million light years from Earth. The black hole vibrates at a frequency of a B flat. but it is too low a pitch to be picked up by the human ear. Scientific instruments have placed the note at 57 octaves below middle C on a piano, whatever the hell that is. The idea of music and the heavenly bodies is not new. In fact, when God revealed himself to Job, he asked, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy." Job 38, chapter 4, verse 7. We are told that at the creation of our marvelous universe, songs and praise of shouts of joy resounded to God's glory. A wonderful hymn by St. Francis of Assisi, so we know this guy is Catholic, captures the awe and worship we feel when beholding the radiant sun by day or by star-studded night, sky at night, rather. All creatures of our God and King, lift your voice with us, sing Alleluia, Alleluia. Thou burning sun and golden beam, thou silver moon with softer gleam, oh praise him, Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Psalms 19, verse 1. Let's praise the one who made such a beauty for us and enjoy. The hymn by St. Francis of Assisi was translated by William H. Draper. And the beauty of creation gives us reason to sing God's praise. And again, the Bible read for today is Job chapter 8, chapter 38 rather, from 1 through 7. Who laid earth's cornerstone when the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy? There you have it, folks, our daily bread for today. And I hope you enjoyed that. And what else? Yeah. Anyway, so we got 5 minutes? 5 more minutes. We'll close out a little bit early today.
Okay. It's 10:41.
Yeah, it's 10:41, folks. But do we have wordsmith, or do we have that? Any of that? No. Okay, not a problem. Today's word is what? Somebody come up with a word.
No, I'm working on it now.
Oh, he's working. We're working on wordsmith. The thing is, I believe, I gave myself the title, and actually it was given to me by others, but I chose to keep it, as a community activist. And I'm only hoping that people in the neighborhood would appreciate what I'm trying to do, either for them as people or for little animals that are innocent. They have no say in the matter. And today is going to be Animal Kingdom Day for me. I'm going to go out and try. Reverend is not even in the Bible too much. That's a fake name that was invented. You're either a priest, an ambassador, a child of God, disciple, Christian, but there's no such thing as reverend. I don't know who came up with that term. Yeah, it's kind of fake religion. Pastor, yes, pastor is bad, but even pastor is not in the Bible, is it? Teacher, rabbi, those are real names. I think pastor was made in the pastures of Kansas. Who the hell? And reverend is I'm supposed to revere you. You don't revere me. I'm just like you. If nothing else, I don't get revered much around here. They try to seek revenge on me. You want to call me revenge? Yeah, okay. Reverend, a revenger. I get revenge. Not because I seek it, but because he gives it to me. God gives me the revenge. And today I'm going to seek some kind of revenge on behalf of my little dead puppy who died at Parvo, and they knew it. Or if they didn't know, they should have known it. The fact that they gave me a sick animal is disgraceful. The fact that I'm sitting here right now less than a week without an animal, even though I adopted him on July 3rd and dead on July 5th. Less than 2 days. My poor baby puppy was dead. And if nothing else, on behalf of my little puppy, she's not going to die in vain. I'm going to make sure that the woman who did this, I believe, was in charge, who was a big to-do in Alabama thank you, Michelle, I appreciate that, who was in an all-kill shelter in Alabama, wants to bring that crap here and make it. We already got enough problems. We already got enough issues in this city without having a hateful woman who doesn't like animals and pretends that she does. And I'm looking at the numbers. Exactly. They look at poop all day. They should have known. They look at it all day because they don't clean it up. That's why. And if you go in that animal shelter, so help me God, you don't smell one little iota of bleach. Nothing. All you see, it smells like a zoo.
I'm going to post the things on the chat so they can read them.
Great. And also, I want to make mention of something else. The numbers that they put out, like, oh, you know, golly gee, we were successful, we gave out all these dogs, and it's bullshit, folks. First of all, they can't even hold that many animals in that shelter. The fact that they say they gave 17 dogs away and all this other crap is a bunch of nonsense. They're fudging the numbers. Just like they do with other stuff that goes on around here where they try to fudge the numbers. Make it seem like all these people showed up when in fact half of the number. They did it even in the film festival and all that other shit. Making up numbers. It was all like the whole town was filled with people. Matter of fact, the numbers that they gave were all fudged, I believe.
Yeah, they can go to that link right there. That's
Hi, Coffee Guy.
That's our morning roast page.
Yeah.
They can read the words.
Nice to have you here. Huh. I could buy a bull mastiff. I can ride him like a horse. I'll ride him downtown. I got David Kuzno picking me up, but if I didn't, I would have asked you to bring the dog so I can ride him into town. But I'll tell you something. Spaying and neutering mother roasters is exactly what needs to be done. We have to spay and neuter these animals. And maybe there's a way of raising money for that. I don't know. But these people don't give any money to anything other than what they want to give money to, obviously. There's plenty of money here in Macon, Georgia. You would think this problem will be eliminated, but it's not. You know why? Because rich people remain rich because they don't spend money. See, everybody thinks that rich people acquire the money and they become rich and then they live all these high life lifestyles. That's another true lie. Part of it is true, but part of it is a stinking lie.
Hey.
They don't spend money. That's the problem.
Blockbuster Video?
Yeah.
Wayne Huizenga?
Yeah.
Started out as a garbage collector.
There you go.
The guy
Well, even Marriott, J.W. Marriott, well, his father, the old Marriott, he started as a hot dog vendor. That's what he started out. A hot dog vendor. People start their businesses, pretty young. And yeah, they earn their keep. They don't get born with a silver spoon like the Jacksons and all that other shit that's going on. Born with $1 million father. I was born with a father who barely spoke English. Had to learn it on his own. Was a boxer by trade. Later on became a chef because my mother couldn't cook. That's why he learned how to cook. So anyway, you gotta be proactive in this town. If not, it'll eat you alive, spit you out. That's the way it is in this town. And that's why I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm gonna make sure that I embarrass and humiliate everybody I can on that frickin' podium today, in front of the Bibb County Courthouse. And if the press doesn't show, screw them. I already have my day on television. I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna do it in public, in front of the courthouse. That place gets packed with people. They'll hear it. I'll have enough onlookers to hear the shit. I'm gonna have a Commissioner Joe Allen there. David Kuzno's running for mayor. Anthony Harris. who's running for mayor, and so's that guy, Joe Allen, by the way. He's running for mayor. So I'm going to have 3 mayoral candidates there. Plus, I'm going to have a lot of the rescue folks there speaking up. We're going to be talking about this issue. We're also going to be addressing the owners of these animals. If you're not going to take responsibility for your dogs, you shouldn't own an animal. It's like having a baby. Some of these people have babies, and what do? They throw them aside and they don't care for them. They do even worse to animals. They have these animals, they're cute little puppies, oh, beautiful, look at it. And then they go up, then they turn ugly, and right away they throw them away. You know, dogs get ugly somewhat, like Pete. You know, every baby's cute. Then it grows up and it looks like a freaking troll. And right away they throw them away. They don't give a shit. Things get moving when you talk about puppies. You're right. So we're going to be talking about puppies. And then I'm going to squeeze in dogs. And cats, well, yeah, that too. But they're like rats. They can live on the street without a problem. They eat out any. Cats are like big rats to me. Dogs are more human than cats. Cats to me are like big rats. Furry animals. Big rats. That's what they are. They like to eat rats. They're independent. They don't need anybody, really. But, yeah, I know. I had cats, too. They're a problem. God help you if your cat pisses on your freaking couch. You got to throw it away. It's worse than that Seinfeld. Remember Seinfeld when the guy pissed on his couch and he had to throw the couch away? Brand new couch? This is even worse, folks. Anyway, they are smart. They are smart animals. But I'd rather have a dog. I think dogs they smell more.
Man's best friend.
But they are beautiful animals. They're unbelievable. Let me tell you quickly before we go. We got about 8-9 minutes. We're going to go through the whole show here. So help me God, my witness. I am not lying to you, folks. This is a God-honest, bona fide truth on what happened during the time that my baby was very sick and getting worse. Hi, Papa Salem. Good to have you. My little puppy came and sat down right next to me, right here. And she was looking up at me, and you could see the pain, and she was opening up her mouth, but she wasn't yawning. It's from the pain. She would open up her mouth, and I was like, and I knew it wasn't yawning. It was almost like she wanted to talk to me, so help me God. She was just opening up her mouth, and then she kind of just looked at me, and I picked her up, and I put her on my lap. And I started telling her, I'm sorry, baby, you know, I'm trying to get you better. You're going to be all right. And then she kind of got comfortable on my lap, and next thing you know, she gets up and she wants to move around, and she gets up. And she goes to the room, and I said, I love you, baby. And she looks back. So help me God, this is the truth. She looks back at me and then keeps walking very slowly to her bed. Within 3 minutes, she was dead. And this mourning that I have over just having an animal less than 3 days is something that I think is a gift. Why do I say that? Because I believe that God has a purpose even for the little animals that we have. That's how I believe. That's what I believe. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter, but it's what I believe. Just like I believe my little dog said goodbye to me before she left. And so on her behalf, I have to do this. I have to make sure that that woman, Sarah Tennant's job is taken away from her. And if it's not, once again, I'm going to be looking to some of these rescuers to protest. Once again, this town is going to have a very loud protest. It is like a little child. It was my baby. I held her. When I walked into the animal hospital, everyone was looking at me. And if you guys have seen me in the little towelette that Anthony gave me that was kind of like a Mexican little blanket, I had her wrapped in that. And everybody was amazed because she looked like a little baby. I was carrying a little baby in there. She was. And the fact that she died of parvo, and that now this wretched person who's in charge of that place is denying that she even knew. It's not the issue whether you knew. It's about what you should have done as a precaution to avoid something like that happening. Nobody's blaming you for not knowing. What I'm blaming you for is for what you do know and didn't take any precautions, especially after it happened last year. Yeah, I called already, ATT, all the local press. Actually, I came out on television twice yesterday. And on two different channels.
I'll post the links on the...
Yeah, I have the links and we showed the videos early in the show. And again, it didn't cover what I want to cover, which I want to cover today. And that is that I've got to make sure. Yeah, Manny, thank you for that. Dogs will moan and whine in pain or they're suffering. I know that it's hard losing a good friend. And, you know, I'm talking about a dog that I had less than 3 days. I can only imagine what DS went through having a dog for so many years. And I feel your pain, brother. I really do. I really feel your pain. Maybe not to the extent of knowing your dog like you knew, but in just such a short time, I grew to love my little dog. And my roommate, Ed, he was so happy that we had the dog. From the moment that he saw her, he fell in love with her as well. And let's see what happened. And, you know, by them releasing a puppy with parvo, they endangered every dog it came in contact with. Absolutely. Thank God my dog came straight home. But when I was at the Griffin Hospital, Animal Hospital, and picking up the receipt that showed that my dog has parvo, which is right here, folks. You know, I've got the pictures I'm going to bring down to City Hall. Here's my dog dead. And here she is alive. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. She was beautiful. My little baby. And here's what they were supposed to do. This is a story that came out regarding that they were going to give parvo shots, which they never did. Here's my receipt for my dog, you know, and that $50 deposit fee that I expect to get back. And here is the results of the parvo. You can see the word parvo right there. And if you can look, you can't see it. It's kind of fudgy, but it's ridiculous. Here are the medicines that I tried to administer to her, and I never even got to, really, I only did a couple because she was dead too soon. And again, you know, this is very hard to deal with, folks. People take for granted the little animals that we have that are really gifts that God has given us. Believe me. I mean, they make our children happy. They make our friends happy. And if you ever notice, when you're walking down the street, holding a beautiful little dog who's happy, people stop and talk to you. They're like little Jesuses walking around with you. I remember when I had a Chihuahua, a little Chihuahua Demi. I used to walk her down the block. Everybody stopped. Then I got the shirt, that Chihuahua shirt, from Taco Bell. looked just like her, exactly like the Taco Bell dog. You know how many conversations I started with? You know how many friends I met? Thank you, Iraq. People love animals, absolutely. They love animals. And, you know, I'm hoping that it's going to be a good show today. Good show up. I'm hoping you could be there, Iraq. There you go. If I came back, I don't mind coming back as a little dog.
Now you can piss on everybody.
I just don't want that big head like that. That looked like something out of Mars Attacks. Anyway, what the hell? Oh, great. You're actually going to be there. I love you, buddy. Anyway, pee any way you want. Yeah, I do. I'm going to piss all over their face today. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like that Dave Chappelle thing, where he was pissing on the lawyer. I'm going to piss on all these lawyers and all these assholes that are going to be there. We'll make sure that today is a day that justice will be had for the little animals here in Macon, Georgia. And for all animal lovers. I know that I have the support of the rescue people, and I pray to God that each and every one of them show up. Thank you all for today. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to Diaz Photo Guy. God bless you. Plastic Canvas. Thank you all, Seeing Eye. Good to have you here. It's always good to have the Illuminati around. Peace. ATT, always good. Manny, Michelle Stacy, I love you. Guns and all, baby. Prankstermania Pran, welcome back and thank you. Johnny Rotten just gone on. Hey, Johnny, we're about to go. Too Much and Yirak Wildcat. Thank you all so much. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, sisters. We love you. Thank you. Pray for us. Pray for the animals. And you all have a great day. See you tomorrow. It'll probably be a single man show tomorrow. So Derek may not be here. So it may just be me bullshitting all day. But great to have you. And gotta go. Thank you also for Rocco and all the other guys that were here earlier. Vorpal by all. Even Donnie Curry. Thank you all and God bless you. And good day all. Signing out. That's all,
Where's
folks.
the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.